First, the top stories. Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Government of India, Rajkumar Ranjan inspected the integrated checkpost in Moreh. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee commemorates 78th birth anniversary of late Rajiv Gandhi. Millal demanded schools to teach in Manipuri language from pre-primary to higher secondary school level. India records 13,272 fresh COVID cases, 36 fatalities in the past 24 hours. Hello, good evening. You're watching PONYTV English News. I'm CHRISTINA and now the news in detail. Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Government of India, Rajkumar Ranjan paid a personal visit to the integrated checkpost in Moreh today and participated in a discussion of the book Modi at the Red 20 at the Moreh College. Today's visit of Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Rajkumar Ranjan, is a continuation of his visit to Manipur, which began on August 18 and will last through August 22. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee commemorated 78th birth anniversary of late Rajiv Gandhi today at Congress Bhawan. CLP leader O. Ibobi, MPCC President K. Megachandra, CWC member WANGKHEMCHA, MPCC Vice President L. Tilotoma, Working President Victor K. Singh, and other party officials paid floral tributes to the late former Prime Minister of India. Speaking at the event, CLP leader O. Ibobi stated that the day was observed to honor the late Prime Minister in remembrance of his efforts to foster positive relationship with neighboring nations and other enduring work done during his PM tenure. He added that when Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister, the Indian Constitution was amended to lower the voting age to 18 years old and to empower women. If Rajiv Gandhi were still alive and Congress were in power, 30% of seats would be reserved for women, he claimed. His untimely death is a loss for the country as well.
Congress Party di once high gibase thabak oina pangthokna ba honaba chinde da high bana taba nupi da shakti piba high base constitution amendment tawdana grassroots tagi magi matam dani grassroots tagi women empowerment se ma lerama ba Congress Party na amuk sarkar pairam bata hargadi masi state assembly parliament da nupi singi reservation 30% reservation sung soi dana ai thabak oina won thongani high base thajebani aduna phase stage da sum haugalakna local body sing da urban area the municipal council, municipal corporation, or Ching the local body, autonomous district council the khangde, or Gram Panchayat the Jila Parishad ki khangde, Pradhan ki khangde, hausi 30% reservation thamna. Nupi singe asawa phidama haibatare. Masik kanana torambano. Akhoi Rajiv Jina Prime Minister waring the Nupi the Shakti piba hai sinna haibanata. Thabak the one thokna sum phase da. Mathang the di karigumba Congress na sarkar pairam bataraba. Aduga Rajiv Jina Lairamna mana Prime Minister amu halamba targadi. Akoi state assembly ki level da even parliament da bhauba nupi ki shakti pi women reservation haibase soi na thabuk oina on.
Millal demanded schools to teach in Manipuri language from pre-primary to higher secondary school level. The above statement was given by Millal's General Secretary Naurem O. Nongmailembi Leima during the celebration of Manipuri language in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution, which was jointly organized by Desam and Millal at each office. She further stated that Millal have submitted a memorandum regarding the introduction of Manipuri language in formal education in primary to secondary level, and they are resubmitting the memorandum.
Asigi mitay lon ipan suba sedul la san kiba numit asibu ningsing thoram asigi maru mapung oiba thoram hai tare ngasigi ning nipan suba sedul chankiba lon mai asiga mari leinana khoi ngasi pangthok jariba asida khoi khwaidegi maru oiba thamjaningba wafam haiba taragadi mamangi 2021 gi September 13 da desam amadi milanna imalonna mai masin tamba hogadabani haidana ekhoi gi education minister lengaki da mamangda pisangi ba do ngasi su nahonana pre primary degi hora higher secondary gi thak phawda imalonda formal education taminabagi da makta Manipur lengaki education department da ngasi akhoi amuhanna hana pikhiba khoi kenu du copy dom ngasi so amuhanna Manipur lengakta reminder wena thagani aduna khoi imalon je hena chakhona na ba hena promote tawnabagi da makta su Manipur lengakna angamba mateng lon me pu hena chakhona na ba mateng pangbinabagi da makta su Manipur lengaki mafam da puning singsinjari.
At Mori Ward Number 8 Community Hall today, BJP Technopal Mandal hosted a reception program of 38 Indian National Congress workers who recently joined the BJP. The program was attended by BJP State President A. Sarda, Minister Letpao Haukip, External Affairs and Education Rajkumar Ranjan, Vice Chairman State Disaster Management Authority Yanglet Haukip, State Secretary in charge BJP Chandel District K.H. Bikram, State Secretary in charge BJP Sadar Hills District Kangpokpi Paukam Haukip, President ST Morcha, BJP Manipur Pradesh Lanjagai, BJP Manipur Pradesh office bearers and members. Speaking at the event, former senior Congress leader Sochung Lungdim said that he had been a member of INC for more than 30 years and had held positions at the block and district levels. He noted that he left the INC to join the BJP, but that was because of PM Modi's vision and his acceptance of the development work done by Minister Letpao Haukip for the people of Moreh and the 42 Technopal constituency. The long-delay construction of the district court facility and judge's quarters is currently undergoing frantic preparation. The construction works is almost complete and it will be fully functional by December or January, says the Chief Justice High Court of Manipur, P.V. Sanjay Kumar, during his inspection to the newly constructed Session Court complex at Kaupilong, Tamenglong. During the inspection, he was accompanied by Commissioner A. Nungsitombi, Registrar General Gaipul Silu Golmay, Justice A. Bimol, District and Session Judge Tamenglong, and Rajnikanta Singh, Registrar Judicial Y. Rothar, Joint Registrar Subham Vashit, Court Manager Thauman Lakishan Maring. Deputy Commissioner Tamenglong Pawan Yadev, SDO Tamenglong Imosna, Additional SP Tamenglong Paukangmung Guite also joined inspection from Tamenglong District. The Chief Justice of the High Court of Manipur, P.V. Sanjay Kumar, observed sluggish progress during the inspection, but he claimed that the government is working to finish as soon as possible so that by December or January of next year, the court will be fully functional in Tamenglong rather than traveling to Infal. It should be noted that poor individuals had to travel great distances and spend a great deal of money only to attend a tiny court hearing. During his short stay in Tamenglong, P.V. Sanjay Kumar was welcomed by the Session Court of Tamenglong and the bar. Advocate A.G. Chinquigong, President of the Tamenglong Bar Association, pleaded with the Chief Justice to complete the district court building's construction and move the court's operation there. He also urged the District Court Tamenglong to appoint enough workers. Co-convener of Joint Coordinating Committee JCC, Chingdinlu Panmei, stated that it is regrettable that the government of Manipur had miserably failed to effectively look into the functioning of the only tribal research institute, Manipur. Speaking in a press meet held at Manipur Press Club regarding the Tribal Research Institute Manipur's apparent non-functionality, she further stated that JCC was established in response to viewing the institute's poor condition. TRI had failed to organize the annual state-level tribal festival for almost 5 years since 2018 and even offered to fail free coaching for all levels examination to the underprivileged students. Not only that, the TRI has also not enough taken initiative to increase the fund for TRI Manipur. JCC has submitted the state government with 2 memorandums on the subject In an effort to correct all of these negative elements and streamline the TRI, it is unfortunate that there is no positive response from them. As a result, the JCC will continue to protest until their demand is met, she added.
Group masa singi demak urusu tribal singi district kuding makin tribal singi boleh harga teri rumah awat awat darkar nih ba ningai teruk matam dan nak teri pambe nak teh dawe harga tiba hai bisi matau natra atu pun matam dan nasi ketar nang mitra ni menung jadi tang taba mah kangan bira kansan MLA singsu department singsu se meyam dah kena langkah kerabini atu maru ena Manipur singi wadi mako maru areba onerado sian nasu atu pun matam dah masih si negotiate tawraga apa muang da streamline ta laga TRI se matam krop tawra digidi straight ohenga tra hai base apai discuss comment na re harga asum bot amado adu purak na ba adu apa.
Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome after the break. As many as 8 Kuki Tribal Union KTU militants met their surrender before the commanding officer, 11 Assam Rifles at their camp based at Sarkari Bagan in Haflong on Friday with the intention of reintegrating into society. Since their extortion and demand action were discovered months ago, Assam Rifles has been pursuing the cadres. All of the surrendering cadres were Kuki Revolutionary Army KRA splinter group members who later joined the KTU. The group operates mainly in Kuki-dominated areas of Nagaland, Dima, Hausa, and Karbi Anglong in Assam and Manipur. Recently, the organization began obtaining taxes in Jiribam and Tamenglong. The group is trained by the NSCN-IM, who are linked with the organization at the Hebron camp in Nagaland. Since it is the sole Kuki militant group cooperating closely with the NSCN-IM, it can be argued that they are NSCN-IM wings. Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, a day after the CBI raided in his residence, said that the searches had nothing to do with the city's alcohol policy and were instead an attempt by the federal government to stop Arvind Kejriwal today. Sisodia vehemently denied any allegation of corruption, asserting that there was no scandal in the implementation of the excise policy and the center had directed the CBI to take action against him since he is a minister in the Delhi Kejriwal government. The outspoken response comes a day after CBI agents searched his home and 30 other places in response to an FIR accusing public employees, including Sisodia, of making decisions about the excise policy 2021 to 2022 without seeking the necessary authorities' permission and with an intention to extend undue favors to the licenses post-tender. A day after the CBI action, Sisodia told reporters that the Delhi excise policy, which has now been withdrawn, was executed with total transparency and is the best policy in the nation. Delhi government would have received at least rupees 10,000 crore annually, according to Sisodia, had Delhi LG not reversed his judgment in a plot to derail the scheme. Today morning, a large fire was reported in the Bangalore city area. According to reports, at least 3 LPG cylinders were reported to have explosive into an eatery near the flyover in Bangalore. To continue the situation, numerous rescue teams and fire tenders have been sent. The fire is known to have damaged a number of stores, and outlets. According to reports, the restaurant where the fire was recorded is close to the Nemcare hospital. No casualties have been reported to date, although there have been 4 reported injuries. The Chakki railway bridge in Kangra district of Himachal Pradesh collapsed today after one of its 3 pillars damaged completely as heavy rainfall continues in the state. Also, a cloudburst situation in Himachal Pradesh, Dharmasala, caused a huge landslide in the area and flash flood in Mandi district. Meanwhile, a heavy rainfall alert has been issued by the Indian Meteorological Department IMD in Kangra, Chamba, Bilaspur, Simart and Mandi district at isolated places. Due to heavy rainfall, schools have been closed in Kangra, Kulu and Mandi district. Locals and tourists have been advised to avoid going near to rivers and streams in bad weather. The Himachal Pradesh Disaster Management Department has issued a warning for landslide due to heavy rains predicted in the state till August 25. India recorded a total of 13,272 fresh COVID cases along with 36 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours, bringing the country's overall COVID tally to 4,43,27,890. According to the data shared by the Union Health Ministry, 13,900 has been recovered in the last 24 hours in India. The total death toll in India stands at 5,27,289. Out of 39 new fatalities, 6 were from Kerala, 5 each from Maharashtra and West Bengal, 3 each from Chhattisgarh, Delhi and Karnataka, 2 each from Bihar, Punjab and Rajasthan, and 1 each from Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. Taking the daily positivity rate at 4.21%, the total active cases stands at 1,01,166 in the country. The recovery rate is recorded at 98.58% as per the data. According to Health Ministry, 209.40 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the national-wide vaccination drive. Before we wrap up, let's look to the top headlines once again. Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Government of India Rajkumar Ranjan inspected the integrated checkpost in Moreh. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee commemorates 78th birth anniversary of late Rajiv Gandhi. Milal demanded schools to teach in Manipuri language from pre-primary to higher secondary school level. India records 13,000